Hello, good morning, welcome back to the Fish Locker. Out on the boat. Out on the boat up in sunny Scotland. So the sun's just coming up at the back of us over there. Today, Chris and I are going to be doing a bit of mixed species fishing, hopefully. We're just exploring new marks. We've never fished this area before. We were having a look last night on Navionics while we were having our tea, and we've seen a couple of spots that we'd like to try, just to catch anything that's there. What stunning scenery. Tell you what, it is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? But it's bitter. As usual, we talk you through the rigs, everything like that, all the tactics, what we're doing as we're doing it. I'm just going to try and find some fish. Oh. Just drifting along a mark, and I tell you what, the water has gone from being like 20 metres deep in 100 yards, we're now in 100 metres. It's just like that everywhere. Thick mud on the bottom. We've got a drift of about a knot. Fishing with just little scratching rigs on the bottom. Chris thinks he's found the first fish of the day.
Awesome seaweed.
Yeah, awesome. Is.
Like a boot or something.
Carrier bag.
Yeah.
Scottish haggis.
All this effort.
I'm glad I turned the camera on 3 minutes ago. Didn't take it this long and we're wrecking.
Yeah, weed.
Big hard hoop of help.
See if I can kick it.
Well,
That was a lot of effort for a bit of kelp.
well done, you hooked it fair and square. Yeah, we've come up a bit. We're now in 83 metres of water from 100 odd metres of water. We're using like 1.5 pounds of lead. If it's a dab or something like that, it usually gives a nice little rattle. What were we saying? Oh, I'm glad it's not as cold as yesterday.
I don't know, yesterday was. That morning,
Yesterday was brutal.
that was savage.
Oh, that was a bite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, possibly. I wouldn't like to say.
It's hard to tell because we've got so much of the lead on. Whoa!
That's harder to catch than seaweed. A rock.
Like PV rock.
That rock there has maybe never seen the light of day. Yeah, I got a great bite off that. Try again. Whoa, there's some drift on in here. 2.4 knots we're going. You, how far away from?
Yeah.
I didn't want to take your lure into the prop. Bit of broken water in here.
Rockfish.
That was a weird one. Especially the way we're drifting now.
Yeah.
Tried a bit of drifting over ground, caught nothing but seaweed and rocks. Tried a bit of drifting over some reef with some lures. What looked like it would have been really fishy. I would have expected coalfish and pollock on there, but yeah, nothing. So now that we're in a decent state of tide, what we're going to do is we're going to put the anchor down and we're going to try and fish something out big from the bottom. I'll just knock it straight. That's my first bait. Mackerel and octopus. The fishing that we tried earlier on today was mixed species fishing, just to try and catch anything new. Now that the tide's dropped off so that we can get the anchor down in this deeper water, because we're in 140 metres of water at the moment. We'll put, I tell you what, it's nothing a bit. It's nothing a bit. We'll put the anchor down in some really deep water. There's the chance of, we're hoping for skate, that's what the big rods are for. Our big bait are for skate. The other rods, there's also the chance of thornback rays, of bullhuss, of spurdogs and of blackmouth dogfish. So we're going to put some little tiny scratching baits down as well. Now Chris has caught what I'm expecting is going to be a spurdog. I mean, it's scrapping too hard to be a thornback ray, isn't it? It's not a little dogfish.
Dig in. Yeah. Right.
You are at 75 metres.
Well, it was 135, so we're getting there.
Yeah. We'll show you through the rigs and everything as we start working through them. Just because fishing at anchor, and especially fishing these depths, the main thing is getting a scent trail going. So we'll put some real big scenty bloody baits down first, just rapid, to try and get some scent going, to try and draw some fish into the area.
50 metres.
50 metres and it's not bit you off yet. Quite interested to see what this is. Which if it's a spurdog, it doesn't go around your skate line. Dogfish.
That falls the whole way up.
Deep water dogfish. That guy will go down the skate bait in a moment. We've been here, best part of, those baits will be down on the bottom about 10 minutes. What you can hear is a bite on Chris's rod. This is why it's important to set the drag properly.
I've got my 500 metres of brain on that.
Get this out of the way. Oh, it's a baby spurdog.
There you go. Little baby spur. Yep. Double.
We did notice that the smaller fish were often darker on the underside than the larger fish. Chunk of dogfish was wrapped around the hook. I made the hook too fat to fit in the T-bar. That's what's left. I had such a drama trying to T-bar that off because this bend, that camera, the hook just fits in it. And a piece of dogfish was wrapped around the hook, like wrapped around it. Couldn't get the T-bar around the hook to bend it off. do what we did last time, I'll just get rid of all the little ones.
I reckon this would be a small amount.
Very pretty little spurdog with a bright green eye. I was saying about when you get them in this deep water, it's roll. Just get this guy unhooked and released.
I'm only at 75 metres.
Because you're milking it, that's why.
That's black man dogfish comes along.
Yeah. The dogfish.
I thought that was a dogfish.
You were at 60 metres. Whereas my bait, my rig and everything of mine's up here on the surface, I wouldn't drop down now anyway, because Chris is playing a fish and that fish could get tangled up in my line and it could lose his fish. So I'll wait now until he gets this to the surface, then I'll drop my rig down. Spurdog. Another little spurdog. Little bait robbers.
You might notice on the trailing edge of this fish's wings there are a lot of marine leeches. They pick these up because they spend a fair bit of time laid up on the seabed.
Because these fish don't have a swim bladder, no problem coming all the way up and going all the way back. Wait a minute, slide it back. That was it. Just a big flap when he was down. Well done. Very much. Well, there's the first choke. Which yeah, that took us. It took us longer to land them both than it did to catch them both. Let's hope that's the start of them coming on the feed. Now that we're a little bit better organised, what we're fishing two big rods and two little rods. The little rods are what we're hoping to catch the special species with. We're wanting a blackmouth dogfish if possible. It's good to catch spurdogs just because there's something new. We don't catch them very often down in Cornwall. But blackmouth dogfish, they're something really special. You only ever get them in deep water. And at the same time we're hoping to catch a couple of skate just for fun. Don't have to worry about using big baits, big hooks, big lines, stuff like that. The smaller end of the stuff that we're using are hooks this big for the skate. And like I was saying, it's just about getting the scent down, it's about getting the fish on the feed. Now that we've had a couple of fish in, I mean this happened the other day, didn't it? It's almost as if the smaller males are the one that's like more active running about the spot. And then as your bait goes down, as more bait goes down, as more scent comes out, it attracts more fish and the bigger fish push the little ones out. Fingers crossed. Them skate can get up to like 200, 250 pounds maximum. So yeah, they do put up a lot of a fight. Get a baby bite. Almost time, I think, for a bite to eat. Before it all starts kicking off again. I'll show you one of them baits before we put it down, them big baits. I'm going to be here a while, yeah. potentially here got a skate on the little tiny rod, but it could also be that there's one on the bigger rod and the little rod's not got down. You know what I mean? You've got anything else like it.
So if you give me this rod, you'll play that bit. I'm going to wait for you.
You're moving. It's a good bend in it now, isn't it? Ooh, enjoy it. Moving. It's not in the bottom. It's just sat on it. Look here.
I reckon I want it to be bigger.
I do too.
$62,
62 by 75.
As I mentioned earlier, the larger fish do seem to be paler on the underside. I wonder if that's a colour change as they get older.
Where are you going? It's one of the problems about fishing two rods, a little bait and a big bait. That little bait of mine then got all wrapped up in the lead of this one. Oh, a little spot of rain. Nice fish, mate. Want to get a measure on it?
Nah, not bothered.
What big as it is. Somersault straight down. Whoa. Brilliant. Let's get some new baits down. I had got a sandwich out to eat. One of those ones where you kind of take it where you can get it. And time for a banana. The drama that I was having there was because one of the screws on the back of my reel was coming undone and the reel was wobbling. So I had the rod upside down and the reel off, and the reel apart, tightening it up when the fish ran. Just managed to get it all put back together in time. It's not very important, it's just running about down there. big as the other ones, I don't think. Is this number 7 when you've got? Turning the tide, you can't pull by them because you need to twist them a certain way. Mystery fish. Still dropping. Conger.
Not bad boys, man.
Not bad size conger, like. Let's grab that lead, please, mate. Cuttlefish. Tell you what, that'll be like a 45-pound conger.
Winchester.
I tell you what, that's the fastest I've ever seen anyone land a big eel. That is a decent sized conger eel. Yeah. Oh, don't turn. Got a photo with it? You sure?
Oh, all right.
Pass us a tea bag. 2:30. Another bit now.
Yeah.
Spatting right there.
Got it. We're tucked in the nose.
There you go. Oh, skate number 8. Skate number 8. 8 skate.
One thing that was a complete battle for me is batteries do not like the cold conditions.
We've got about, we'd said to ourselves we were going to give it till 3 o'clock. It's now 11 minutes to 3. Chris has just set the hook into a fish there. We've got about maybe 45 minutes before the sun goes down. The wind's changed and it's starting to get a little bit colder. Looks like I'm getting the interest of a fish as well. Yeah, definitely. So we've got a potential of a double hook up right at the end.
The difficulty that we had here was finding out whether or not we were both connected to the same fish, whether our lines were tangled or we were just over each other. A little bit of do-si-doing, nip one, pearl one. Yeah, this is where good teamwork really comes into its own.
just woke up. Any idea where yours is?
Somewhere.
I don't know if that's yours. Down there at like 110 metres.
Mine's all the way out here.
There's one, and there's two. Flipping monstrous great things, aren't they? There must be stacks of them. You want to T-bar yours off it, or are you going to... Because these fish were of a manageable size, we've just lifted them aboard for a quick measurement and a photo. They are incredible looking fish, aren't they? This one I think has been gaffed before. Quite a few marine leeches on them. Take them off for you, pal, it's the least we can do. See, he says, can't get rid of it. There's the bait. You can see that right down at the back of there. That mouth extends, look. That's why you shouldn't get your fingers anywhere near it. You can see he's still full of life, his fins are still up. Yeah. Cracking fish. You can see this is why these barbless hooks are so good, is they just turn straight out like that. Wonderful fish. Oh. You first. Come on, spin round. Them spikes on the tail are just like razor blades, aren't they? 2, 3. And he's away. Yeah, look. That little one that got you, it's just the tiniest little thorns on the back of their tail in it. I think that's about all done for today. I hope you've enjoyed joining us. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later. Tense skate, eh? Yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm hoping that you can maybe settle something for us. That skate, the 2 skate that we've just caught, Chris's has just spat out a fish. It's a little sole. It's just obviously been down there hoovering up a load of feed on bottom. Now Chris is trying to claim that as his species as he caught it. I don't know. Is it the first one you've ever had?
No, I've had them before.
So, yeah. 2 species on one hook. Is this, I thought his tail was flapping.
Ready to go back?
Yeah. Them skate, I mean, We've had them on octopus, we've had them on cuttlefish, we've had them on mackerel, dogfish. Yeah, I think if there's anything down there, they're hoovering it up. And also, while we've had them up on the boat, they've been spitting out bits of crabs, bits of langoustines, bits of all sorts. Those mackerel that we brought up. Giles, those mackerel that you got for us, they're still like in fantastic nick. Brilliant. 17 skating total. Clean down time.